there was no way home.
Yeah, there was no way home for Quentin Beck,
because he's dead.
a.k.a. Mysterio.
Yeah. So that's
A.k.a. Rey Mysterio.
not junior though, senior.
Yeah, Esquire, the third.
So this is Spider-Man 2 with Tom Holland. Did you have anything to say about the movie?
Yeah, my wife is actually heavily opinionated about this one. She thinks it's the worst of the new Spider-Man movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's mostly because she likes Mysterio as a character, like in the comics. And Mysterio has like actual superpowers that are cool and interesting and in depth. And they just went, hey, instead of actually having superpowers, let's just make him a fraud.
Are you sure? Now, I'm going to say this. I am not a comic book reader. I do get my comic book knowledge from someone else, but I was under the impression, if I remember correctly, that he didn't have powers. He was just a very good, like, special effects guy. And in the comics, that's what he did, is he created elaborate, like, practical and special effects to confuse his enemies and trap them. Yeah, go ahead, look it up if you want to. I'm confident.
I'm not going to look it up.
Okay. Don't look it up. But, so this, I was very curious as to how that would work out in today's modern era, and I thought they did okay with making Mysterio seem real and how he did his things. It was believable. She's not going to answer.
She's probably not going to answer.
She's not going to answer.
Hey, real quick.
Uh-huh.
Does Mysterio in the comics have real superpowers or fake ones?
I'm fairly certain he has real ones. Like the original one is like a magic user.
Okay, that's all I need. Thanks.
Okay. I could also be mistaken.
Okay.
Please don't.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
There you have it. Put in the comments if you actually know. And tell us, does he have actual powers or does he not?
She's no longer with us, but I still hear her voice sometimes.
Rest in peace, Sybil. That's why your one video that you did. Well,
so we watched Hot Frost yesterday, and she's never been the same.
You can't after watching that.
No,
it changes you.
Can't.
It changes you on a fundamental level.
So there's been 3 second Spider-Man movies. Do you think this one is the best of them?
Oh, it's the second best of the 3.
It's because the Tobey Maguire one's the best one?
Yes, because
for sure, I agree with that.
It's one of the best Spider-Man superhero movies, in my opinion, with Alfred Molina. We're going to talk about this in No Way Home, but seriously, it's so good. You know what? I'm going to go home after we record.
And you're going to watch Spider-Man 2?
Yes, because it's so good.
It is a good movie.
Gosh, it's so good.
I was a big Spider-Man 2 fan, I'm not going to lie.
Sam Raimi did that, and it was perfect. The horror aspects that he did with the fall, with the arms going everywhere, killing all the doctors when he wakes up. So good. So good. But we're talking about No Way Home and Spider-Man's European Vacation.
So this was the first Marvel movie after Endgame, wasn't it? No, yes. Maybe. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. It was so long ago.
Which kind of like solidified everybody's opinion of what was going to happen next.
Yeah.
Which either they were going to like reset or not really reset, but like go back to individual stories and hunker down, or really hammer in the, hey, you got to watch all these to keep up now.
Yeah.
And it was very much the, hey, you got to watch all these to keep up now.
Yeah.
Which, as we've now learned, bad move, because it did not end up working out. You put 1 or 2 stinkers in there, right? No, then everyone's like, I'll pass.
Yeah, and then they don't know what's going on because there's that one thing that happened.
I think that is exactly what's happened, is that everyone was like, damn, these movies are good and they all connect together. And then a couple of them were bad, and then people showed up to the next okay one and they were like, I'm missing something. Yeah. This probably isn't a good thing.
It's the Disney Plus shows. I think that's what threw it.
I think
off.
You're right with that.
Because
not that they were bad. Well, no, not that all of them were bad.
Yes. To be honest with you, when it comes to the Disney Plus, the only ones that really didn't hit for me were Secret Invasion and Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
You like She-Hulk?
I did. I actually did. I did, man. You know why? Because of all the stuff that's happening with Marvel, actually watching something that was so different and unique, I was down for it. I laughed, had a good time. Michael, where'd you go? Where did he go? It wasn't, look, I'll admit, it wasn't what everybody was expecting or even wanted, but I took it for what it was. And it was enjoyable. I
Whatever they're paying you to say this, I'll double it.
No.
Okay, you should be free.
Dude,
you should be free from whatever they're trying to make you do.
Here's the truth. Unpaid for, unsponsored. Trust me. If you saw my bank, look, you're gonna, bro. You want to know how bad it is? I'm literally gonna pull up my bank account. This is how bad it is for me right now. Trust me, nobody is paying me. Look, these are all my accounts right now. Look at that.
Hey, you get so many zeros in there.
Yeah, right. You mean the zeros before the decimal point? Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know they made so many zeros.
Yeah, dude, this is my literal situation. Nobody's paying me. So I was experiencing Marvel fatigue for sure. And I'm like, you know what? Give me something that's just different. So I accepted She-Hulk is something that was just off the wall, so different. I was like, man, you know what? Something to break up the monotony. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And also I felt the same way about the Kamala Khan, the Miss Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that too. It was fun. It was just fun. I think it's one of the lowest rated.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I think it was one of the lowest rated on Disney Plus.
I can call Sybil again if you want.
No, just Google we'll Google the stats afterwards. But I think it was one of the lowest watched shows. But dude, again, I just had fun. I enjoyed it for what it was. I wasn't trying to expect it to be something. I just watched it with an open mind. As we hope all our viewers do when they click on our videos. Just watch it with an open mind, please.
Here's just a random review of She-Hulk Attorney at Law, which is the full title of the show. 1 out of 5 stars. I have all of the She-Hulk comic runs from Savage She-Hulk #1 to present day run currently sold in your comic book shops at the time of this Disney Plus show released. She is one. Jesus, this is long. She is one of my favorite Marvel women and ought to be treated with respect while having a lot of fun. But the MCU failed to capture the charm, fun, and heart of the lovely green lawyer from the comics. This show suffers from the same problems that the MCU Phase 4 has, and it doesn't know what it wants to be. It has rejected its former audience that made an epic success from an entirely imagined one instead, and it doesn't know where it's going. That's not even half of the review, but that seems to be.
That just sounds like every other
good
critic of everything that nobody liked. You look up a Last Jedi review, you're gonna hear someone saying the same thing.
Well, how about this one that says it's not unwatchable, it's just not good?
I disagree. I think that's the thing is like when you have source material like that, it's hard to live up to the source material, especially when it's been going on for much, much longer. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it. I thought she was funny. I enjoyed the comedic aspects of it. It was fine. I don't hate it. So anyways.
I didn't watch it, but I saw clips on TikTok, and yeah, it's bad. Not even subjectively, it's objectively bad. Steven loves it when I take hard stances on shit.
Sorry.
He's a big fan of hard stances.
My hard stances, I disagree with you. But
that's fine. We're all wrong sometimes.
Yeah. Some more than others. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody has a right to their own opinion.
Yeah, but, even the wrong ones.
Yeah, especially, like I said, we pissed off a whole bunch of people on our Last Jedi review because they were just like, it's bad. And we're like, actually, it's objectively good.
Anyways, let's see how much money this movie
hit us with some fun facts about this movie, can you?
Who wants to guess the budget? 2 million. 3 million. Okay, we got 3 million. Do I hear 4?
I think it was, isn't it like 300 million?
It was $160 million
Oh,
estimated. $160 million to make this movie.
Probably 300.
Why are you
million.
laughing so hard over there? That shows how far off like you normies feel movies cost to make over
that
here.
The Goofy movie made in 1995 had a budget of 14 million. Didn't you say?
Yeah, it was $14 million.
Yeah.
That animated movie. Is
also,
that crazy?
Also, guys, the Goofy movie review is up. And so go and watch that after this if you want.
All right,
to.
so now that we know the budget, who wants to guess how much the movie made worldwide?
I want to say
Okay.
it was like
All right. He said 400 million.
I want to say like 800 million.
Okay, 800 million. You got a guess over there? Something like that. Okay. $1.1 billion.
Hey. Dude, I'm telling
Still
you,
far off, brother.
Spider-Man.
You gotta work on that.
Spider-Man is beloved.
Yeah,
around the
so
world, dude.
So this isn't
There's only how many Marvel movies have crossed the billion marker?
quite a few of them.
I think the big Avengers ones,
it's
right?
under 10, but it's quite a few of them.
Damn, Marvel just keeps making that money.
Yeah, that's why they continue to just do whatever they want, regardless of if people actually think it's good or not at this point.
No, that's not true. They've canceled a bunch of stuff that I've wanted to see more of.
Yeah.
Not just She-Hulk,
Did you know that they
but the
reshot
Eternals.
the new Captain America movie twice now? And it's supposed to come out in like a month or something?
They reshot the whole movie. I don't believe that.
They did twice. They did twice.
They may have done reshoots, but I don't think they reshot the whole movie.
They did because the first one tested terribly, and so they reshot it with a new script, and then the reshoot edit tested poorly, and so that's when they did just reshoots of the second.
Reshoots of the reshoots?
Yeah.
That doesn't make me feel good.
No. No, it does not. It shouldn't. Which sucks because the trailer looks like it might be good.
If I wanna be an optimist and look on the bright side, I could say compare it to like the Sonic situation.
Yeah, true.
Where he was
True.
like,
But I have a we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit because
Yeah,
I have a
yeah.
conspiracy theory about that one.
Okay.
That I'm very dead set on for that one.
Okay.
And I'm a big Sonic fan.
and a big conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
person.
They call me QAnon
Yeah.
in the streets.
That's you. That's your middle name, I thought.
No.
Michael QAnon Godfrey. Okay. So
Thanks for
anyways,
doxing me.
Let's wrap this
What's
up.
your middle name, Drivers? Let's
Well,
find
you
out, shall we?
said your last name on the show.
Let's hold on. Jarvis's middle name is Frank, just so you guys know.
I got it from my grandpa and my great grandpa.
Didn't ask.
Well,
Just put the fries in the bag.
you know what? Let's. Do you have anything else any other cool facts about Spider-Man? This one's
Yeah, dude, Spider-Man's really cool. That's my fun fact. Oh, you know what? It might be the third best second Spider-Man movie.
Oh, you're right. You're right because we forgot about
the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse,
Which might actually be the first best.
Yes, I'm really curious to see the third movie,
Which also is going through
if it
reshoots.
sticks the landing, it will
Redraws.
it might be the best Spider-Man trilogy ever.
Oh, for sure.
So it's already.
Oh, for sure.
It's already almost there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. Third best. The first being, the Tobey Maguire's Doc Ock. It's number one. The Spider-Verse sequel, and then Far From Home.
Yeah.
And then
I think that fits.
And then Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. Which is sad, but
with
Andrew Garfield
Electro.
and Electro. Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's it.
I'm going to go on a tangent real quick. You ready for this tangent that vaguely relates to Spider-Man? Because I watched a video on this earlier, but it's not about Spider-Man. Spider-Man was just brought up in it. So anybody remember the show Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide?
No, that was
okay, we got one.
That was after my time.
We got one. Okay, so it was a show for kids about middle school.
Yeah, I was already in college.
And the main actors, the cast of that show from 20 years ago, have been on a huge campaign.
I have seen that. I've not. I did
they're on a
see
huge
videos of
campaign
that.
to
Yep.
try to get a
remake or
yeah
a reboot.
And Lindsay Shaw, the lead actress, went on a massive rant on Instagram Live or some shit where she was like, Spider-Man gets as many shitty remakes for their movies as like much as they want, but we can't get a reboot on a beloved kids TV show. And the person that I was watching that was talking about this in the video.
Wait, you know who really loves that kind of stuff?
Who?
The studios. They love when you talk shit about
Oh,
them
for sure.
and you bad them
So
publicly.
the person that I was watching make the video made the point where he was like, yeah, Spider-Man gets like a new remake every couple of years. You know why? Because every time they pull one out, it makes $1 billion.
Well, also,
No one gives a shit about your remake of a kids' TV show from 20 years ago.
Yeah. Also, Sony has to make a movie after a certain time because if they don't, they leave the project on the shelf.
Yeah.
Then it reverts back to Marvel, and they don't want to do that because it's arguably one of Marvel's biggest moneymakers.
For sure. For some reason, Spider-Man is like the number one superhero.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Steven's also back there like, yeah, duh.
Yeah. So that's
all right.
That's not a hot take at all. That's just a fact.
So your final ratings on this? What do you arbitrary rating system?
Arbitrary. This is what you've all been waiting for. Our arbitrary rating system. You want to know so bad right now what we think about this movie. Should you not watch it? Should you watch it?
Keep going.
You have one about. I get confused about watching it in theaters because a lot of the movies we review are not in theaters. You can't watch them in theaters anymore. So.
But if you had the option to,
you have the option to watch in theater. Watch in theater. Rewatchable and own it. I would say this is. I feel like this is just a movie that if you could then you should watch it in theaters. That's my rating on that. I personally
did you watch it in theaters?
Yes, I did.
I didn't.
I
watched it on an airplane.
Yeah, I watched it opening night. Maybe that's why you don't like it as much.
I also had to take a break because I was changing flights in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, I see. And dude, here's the thing about movies: the environment, like if you watch it in theaters, and also the crowd of people that you're watching it with, can heavily affect your view of the movie. Which is why I love game night so much, and you don't.
Yeah. Oh man, you just reminded me. I watched Call Me by Your Name in theaters.
Oh yeah.
With a bunch of old people who had no idea what it was about.
Yeah. And how did that
It was me and like 40 old people. I'm talking like 70s, 80s.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like around your age.
Like 30s, yeah.
Mid 30s.
And my God, was that an experience for all of us. I had no idea what the movie was about. I walked in because I was like, yeah, I haven't seen this one yet. And oh my God. I think I saw half of those old people waddle out.
Yeah.
70% of the way through the movie.
Imagine that same crowd in Hereditary in the theater.
So funny you say that. I also saw Hereditary in that same movie theater.
With a bunch of old people?
Surrounded by a bunch of, they were all people you would expect to go see a horror movie.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
that one couple with their like kid that should be nowhere near that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially in San Antonio. There's some random like you look down the road, there's like 6 and 7-year-old kids over there like, what the hell are you doing here?
Yes. And I love seeing it every time, and I love seeing the parents' reactions when something happens. My dad actually, there's a musical called Avenue Q, which is just like Sesame Street if it were adults. You know what I'm talking about, right? And so it came to San Antonio like forever ago, and my dad went to go see it twice with friends, and he said both times, because the show starts and it's like very unassuming, very like Sesame Street-y open, and like 2 minutes into the first song, one of the characters says "fuck," and you can watch like a row of parents and their kids walk out at that moment every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say watch the movie.
Yeah. I think
that's my rating.
Yeah, I think it has to. That one's one that you have to watch in the theaters for the production of it all.
Probably, yeah.
So, but anyways, yeah, that's Spider-Man Far From Home.
Bye.
Well, let me say my thing.
Oh, sorry.
We hope your day is everything Jim did be and more. Catch you in the next one.
Hey, full-time MFers. You like this video? We sure did. If you liked it, maybe you should share it with your friends. Maybe like the video and subscribe.
If we were you, that's what we would do. I mean, if I was watching this,
I'd be all over that.
Like, and I'd hit that share, and then I would hit that subscribe in that order.
Yeah. There's also another video that's popped up. YouTube thinks you like this one, so you should watch that one now.
See you next time.